Hi, I'm Boat Test Editor Eric Colby. Today I'm on the new Robalo R250. We're going to do a full performance evaluation and features inspection. So let's get started. Starting at the stern, there are swim platforms on each side. The port side has your pump out, a shower to starboard. Your passageway into the cockpit is a foot wide and it's a 10-inch step down when you get there. Robalo does give you a gate to close it off. And then there's a locker with all your battery switches and circuit breakers. The cockpit decking is finished in non-skid, and notice the 3-inch diameter drains in each aft corner. In the middle of the cockpit deck, there's also an inspection plate that will give you access to the fuel tank fittings. Okay, across the top of the transom, it's all finished in non-skid, and there's 2 stainless steel cup holders. Bench seat folds out of the transom. Notice the heavy-duty stainless steel hinges. In the aft port corner, there's a 30-gallon live well. Top is on a tension hinge. It's aerated, corners are rounded, and it's painted blue. Okay, and in the mechanical room on the port side, you have 2 fuel water separators. All your bilge pumps are down low. Notice the rod holders drain into the splash well. On the starboard side is a Pro Sport Plus battery charger and the ladder for the hull side door. For cockpit storage, there are 2 fish boxes that are insulated and have macerator pumps. They measure 4 feet long, the opening is 10 inches wide, and they're 10 inches deep. In the base of the live well, there's a plug-in for the battery charger. Hull side door opens on the port side. There's a receptacle for the stainless steel boarding ladder and a magnetic catch to hold the door open. One of the things that Robalo did new for the R250 is they pushed out the gunnels a little bit. You've got 94 inches of width in the cockpit, 49 inches front to back, and it's 29 inches to the cap rail. For fishing, there are racks in the gunnels for rods. Notice the pad that protects the reel. It's a nice detail. Take your rod out. There's one holder on the port side of the leaning post, another on the starboard side. 6 more rod holders across the stern, and you can put one in the rocket launcher. For fishing, bolsters run the length of the cockpit. To keep anglers more secure when fighting fish, there's tow rails in the gunnels on each side. Stepping up to the helm, there's a stainless steel tilt wheel with a spinner knob. To the left of the wheel, there's 2 rows of accessory switches. The accessory switches illuminate when turned on. 2 Simrad 12-inch displays, another row of accessory switches to starboard. We'd like to see this compass in line with the steering wheel. Underneath the Simrad displays are a phone charger, 2 Type-C USB plugs, a 12-volt plug, Lenco trim tab switches with built-in position indicators, and a remote for the Clarion stereo. Down low, we've got the Yamaha engine screen. The keys are to the right of the wheel. Engine controls, and a glove box. The 2-person helm seat is 47 inches wide, and it has individual flip-up bolsters and a 2-level angled footrest. Our test boat has a 70-quart cooler. Flip up this footrest, pull it out. You can see they even cut out the rack for it. Now, our test boat had the leaning post with the optional fold-down backrest, so this turns into an aft-facing seat for people to watch what's going on behind the boat. When you want it up, clicks in place. The hardtop comes standard on this boat. Overhead storage, JL audio speakers, custom paint. Also new, the windshield has glass sides and a full glass front, and check this out. A vent that opens up. The bow has a spacious feel. The side lounges are 5 feet long and there's 34 inches of depth to the cap rail. The backrests are removable. Just pull this pin and the whole lightweight aluminum piece comes out. For fishing features at the bow, cushions lift up and there's non-skid that you can walk around all the way around to keep the catch fresh. 2 50-gallon insulated fish boxes under each seat. There's an insulated cooler. Okay, the underdeck storage is 21 inches wide by 21 inches fore and aft, and it's 15 inches deep. And there's 2 stanchions clamped in place, one for the filler cushion, one for the bow table. The foredeck is finished in non-skid. There are receptacles for the bow fly canvas shade, 2 6-inch pull-up cleats, and a Lumar windlass. The anchor deploys through a stainless steel chute in the bow, and there's access to the rode, plus a cleat. The console seat is 26 inches wide. It has stainless steel grab rails on each side and a heavy-duty rubber one on the front. And when you open it, inside is a flush toilet. There's storage for the bow table, plus access for your helm rigging. Headroom in the head is 5 feet 2 inches. There's 44 inches of seated headroom. There's a screened port on the port side. The Robalo R250 measures 25 feet 3 inches long with a 9 foot 2 inch beam and a draft of 21 inches. Our test boat's lightest weight is listed at 6,000 pounds, and with 3 people, full fuel and test gear, we had an as-tested weight of 8,569 pounds. Powered by twin Yamaha 150 horsepower outboards spinning 15 1/4 by 18 saltwater series propellers, the R250 hit a top speed of 44.4 miles per hour at 5,800 RPM. We recorded best cruise at 4,000 RPM, where she ran 28.6 miles per hour and burned 13.2 gallons per hour. This translated to 2.2 miles per gallon and a range of 322 statute miles, with 10% of her 165-gallon fuel capacity held in reserve. In acceleration tests, the R250 planed in 6.2 seconds, hit 20 miles per hour in 7.4, and ran through 30 in 11.2. Our test boat held minimum plane at 22.6 miles per hour. When it comes to the R250's handling, words like sure-footed and predictable come to mind. She has a 23-degree dead rise and just carves through a turn, holds her line real well, has a comfortable lean, not too far. The twin 150 horse outboards are a good choice. They put the boat on plane quickly, the bow drops quickly, and especially around the docks for new boaters who are coming up to their first twin-engine boat, they make the boat more maneuverable in tight spaces. As we've come to expect from Robalo, the new R250 blends the fishing features that an angler wants with the cruising amenities a family wants, all in one special package. For Boat Test, I'm Eric Colby.